You see a little bit more Baroque architecture than you will. You see it in other cities, but it's very prevalent in this part of Europe, especially. You can see over to the left TV tower. So 14 people died during that confrontation, fired above the heads of the people. But of course, the fact that 14 people died and hundreds more were injured. Here in Lithuania, they have a lower number or lower percentage of ethnically Russian people who live here. I often get asked about problems with nationalism. In Lithuania, because of all, they're more pushed aside. They're more outcasts. People are less willing to accept Russian as a language. Like I said, a lot of the history, when we talk about these countries, and especially what's going on today, a lot of it has to do with those either Soviet or Russian relations.
This country is mainly agricultural, and now we're moving into a forested area. These roads are pretty recent. As people have gotten wealthier, they've been able to buy cars and they've been building roads to accommodate them. Now we're out of the forest and back into the agriculture. More wheat fields, but there's a city over there in the distance with some high-rises. Notice the thin shingles on this roof. Nice old-fashioned Lithuanian building. But they are into recycling. Good for them. Here's the interior of this rest stop. Really quite nice. It's all carved. Variety of foods. Over there's kind of like
no border anymore between Lithuania and Latvia, or between Latvia and Estonia. And so the border, what used to be the border stations are basically, there's nondescript.
We are passing into Latvia.
There's the sign coming up.
There's the sign.
There's the sign.
Oh, there it is. Where? It's right there, Latvia with the euros.
Part of the world, it's very tightly controlled, and you have to be part of basically a hunting club in the different areas, and that hunting club will have specific territories that they're able to hunt in. So you can't just hunt anywhere that you want. You have to be of the fields. I don't see anything right this moment, but sometimes you'll see deer shields, which kind of look like little tiny huts on the top of stilts, especially near the edges of the fields. If you see those, that's what those are for. They're deer shields, so they're for the hunters. 50,000 or so people who officially, live in Yermala. But it's one of those places, it's like any kind of beach community anywhere. It can be, if you have a beautiful condo right on the beach that looks over the Baltic Sea, it's very expensive. If you have a little bit of a fixer-upper 20 minutes off the beach, then it's not so expensive. But it is, my mother always told me not to ride rides that could be set up overnight. I think it's a good rule of thumb. But it's up to you. If you want to go some of that, you're welcome to. Now, the beach, we're going to make a little right-hand turn. You look straight ahead, or as we make our right, look down to the left, and you see there's a little pavilion with a white roof down there. That's the beach. So,
well, after lunch, here we are at the beach resort. This is August, so of course, most Europeans are on vacation. Beautiful geraniums, or pelargoniums, over there, and they've got music playing. Okay, here is the beach. There are people out in the water. People sitting on benches. Yes, look how shallow it is. Not much surf either. Now this looks like quite a nice club down here. We have snack bars by the beach, and they have a bar.
The buildings that were built to be Zeppelin hangars, but were never used as Zeppelin hangars. And then behind them, do you see that kind of skyscraper, tall building? Not really a skyscraper in our sense, but there's a tall building over there behind that. That's what they call Stalin's wedding cake. It was built during Stalin's time, and it was meant to look like his 7 sisters. In Moscow, they have the 7 sisters.
Freedom Monument.
And they only take cash, but if you wanted to just try a couple of things that are Lithuanian, or Latvian, then that's a good place to do it because you can kind of just take a few different things.
This is a big Lutheran church. The name of it is the Dome. This is the Bourse, which was the stock exchange. Now it's an art museum. This is our hotel in Riga. This is the Grand Palace Hotel. This room is certainly significantly larger than our room in Vilnius. I don't know about those mattresses though, but it is a large, beautiful room. It's a beautiful old bathroom. Here's the view out our window. Not much, but then hopefully this will be quiet.